from WLS. I already uploaded it to WLS. Okay. And of course, if I ever forget to use English again, please do tell me, because yeah, this class is clamped between two Indonesian classes. So yeah, thank you very much for the reminder. Okay, let me address some that is not seen. Bayu Aji. Nope. Daryl Dominic. Nope. Gian Tanjung. Nope. Hania. Nope. Okay, thank you very much. So for now, let's start the class. I will prepare my tablet. Again, don't forget to fill your own attendance in Neo. Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Yeah, so as you already knew, Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, recording started. So yeah, as you already know, last week we were studying about uninformed search, the first part. Do you remember what did we do on an uninformed search? What was the first exercise again? Anyone remember?
The first one.
Mm-mm.
Wait a
The
second.
first one.
The first one is the coin flip one.
Yes, the coin. Not really coin flip, but yeah, coins. The false
The
coins.
coin flip. Yeah, false coin. Sorry.
Yes, it's okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. It's about coins, right? So we will review our exercise for a bit. The first is exercise 1, the false coins. Yeah, you guys were tasked with completing the remaining options, right? So you guys were like, was it cut here? I guess, right?
No.
Oh no, it was it here?
The seat. Yeah, but the right one is already completed, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So there is already C1 and C2, maybe. I think.
Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, for now, wait, what was it again? Gender.
No.
Yeah.
There is already C1, C2, C7, C1.
It's
There's already that, but I think
yeah, it's okay. I will just review everything. Yeah. So from the first time we started this exercise, we have 8 coins, right? These are the prime suspects. These are the suspects for false coins. And then, how do we find out which one has a false coin or not? We weigh 6 of them, 3 by 3, like this. Why? Because if these two groups are equal to each other, it means that there are no false coins, because false coins means different weight, whether it's heavier or lighter. That's why if it's equal, it means that 1 through 6, every coin here is a real coin, not a false coin. That's why we only have 2 suspects left, which is 7 and 8. After that, we just need to take one of the real coins. It doesn't matter which one, from 1 to 6, and compare it with 7 or 8. If it's the same, it means that the remaining coin is the false one. If not, it means that the one that is weighted is the false one. What if it's not equal? It means that the suspect is cut to this, only 1 to 6. And here we know that C7 and C8 are both real. It means we just need to weigh them with either 1, 2, or maybe 3, 4, or maybe 5, 6, or maybe 1, 6, and any combination of them. And here we went with C1 and C2, and we see if it's true, if it's equal, then it means that 1 and 2 are also real coins. That means the list of suspects are narrowed down to 3 to 6. If not, then it means that one of 1 or 2 are false coin. Is a false coin. If one of them is a false coin, then you just need to weight it with a real coin, and you'll get one of these results. If it's equal, it means C1 is real, so C2 is a false one. If it's not the same, it means C1 is the false coin. Done. And here, when we have 4 suspects left, again, we just need to do another test like this. So we weighted 7 and 8, which are real, against potential ones, like this. against potential ones, and if they do if they do weigh equal, it means that the list of suspects is narrowed down to 5 and 6. If not, then the list of suspects, of course, falls to 3 or 4. And again, the usual weight it with a real coin, and then you'll get either one of these 4 results. Any question for the coin, for the false coin one? None? Okay. Next, exercise 2, the queen one, right? So we are continuing from this, right? We tried the first one, but it's died. There's no more possible moves. So we got to backtrack, and then because everything cannot do anything anymore, we move it to second, where we get this. Then we try it from the first. No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't, because it's in the direct line of the first queen. Okay. In here, it's like this, right? So we can only put the queen in 2-1. And then afterwards, because we put it here, we should cross out the ones that we cannot, oh wait, the one that we shouldn't use. Oops, wait, wrong one. Like this. So the ones that we cannot use are these 3, these 2, this one, and this one. This narrows down quite a bit, right? Okay. So based on this, we can only have one more place to place the third queen, which is, of course, in the 3-4 here. Okay. Because we put it here, we need to block the other possible ones, like this. Block. Okay. So there's only one more possible place to place the fourth queen, which is here. Finish. Yeah. None of the queens hit each other. There's no undo here. Like this, right? Finish. So we finally got something which never got blocked by other queens. A formation where we can put 4 queens on the 4-4 table. Any questions for exercise 2?
No.
No? Okay. Next, exercise 3. Yeah, because we are using depth first search for now, we are going inside first, right? When we found one, we found one. This is one of the solution. Again, one of the solution. It depends on how you structured the, remember that sequence, maybe 2C, C, MC, M, 2M, or maybe reverse of it, or maybe something, I don't know. But whether you use something or not, I mean, whether you use this sequence or not, the point is when you find a way, You try that way again. Okay, it failed. Try going deeper. Try going deeper, and so on. And boom, voila. You finally managed to move the missionaries and cannibals to the other side of the shore. The most important part is, of course, to never let the cannibals outnumber the missionaries. Like this one, it's crossed because of this. 2 cannibals versus 1 missionaries. If you see here, the cannibals never outnumber the missionaries, right? And here too, in here, missionaries are more than cannibals, and then it's equal, and then it's equal again, and then it's more missionaries, but there's no cannibals here. And then cannibals are returned to the right shore. And then we just need to move it bit by bit so that the cannibals can be moved to the western shore. Any questions for this?
No, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello?
It's a little bit laggy.
Yeah, my connection is totally unstable because I'm using phone connection for now because yeah, my electricity is dead. Yeah, I'm having a blackout right now. So yeah, I'm going to try to continue to at least the exercise parts so you guys can do it by yourself later on, okay? Before my battery dies. And of course, as always, exercises can be turned in around max at 1 p.m. Okay.
Sorry, sir. I want to ask about the missionary and cannibals exercise.
You guys hear me again? Oh, okay. Electricity is finally up. Let's just wait a while and my internet connection should be better. Okay. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, Mister.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so for now I'm using my smartphone internet. If my voice is choppy or something, please do pardon me. Yeah. Wait for 5. For now, there's going to be a 10-minute break. Yeah. So wait for my electricity to return, for my internet router to return. Please wait for a bit. Okay? I will try to return to my internet router as fast as possible for the stable internet. Thank you. Test. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I finally managed to return to my IndyHome router. Yeah. Sorry about that. There was a blackout. Okay, let me return to the slide. Not this one. Okay. Any questions for missionaries and cannibals? Yes, Yufan?
Yes, sir. I want to ask about if the result in the apa ya, after step
Mm-hmm.
have the same result with the before step, it will going to be false.
Yeah, I like this. Say in the first one, because one missionary and cannibal is sent to the West Bank, and then another MC move is called, which moves both of the missionary and cannibal to the right bank. It produced the same result, right? And yes, it's a false move.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
Yep, you're welcome. For the other steps, you can always try, oh, it's false. It's false. Things like here. It's fine if you want to listen. Any other questions? Okay. The most important point is that you need to have the missionaries outnumber the cannibals if you want to have lots of cannibals in one place, make sure that there are no missionaries at that place. Okay? Exercise 4. Yeah. We did things until here, right? Until the G go, right? Afterwards, we just need to continue. Open the G. There's nothing. Okay, so the only open list left is C. And if you open C, you get F and H, right? If you open F, you get L and M, LMH. Then L, open it, nothing happens. M, open it, nothing happens. H, open it, you get O and N. O, open it, nothing happened. N is the goal. Just like that. Any questions on exercise 4? Nope. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Just remember that every new nodes are entered from the left, are checked first. Okay, right? If you see B, C, when you open B, you get D and E, right? Then D and E are placed on the left side of the stack, like this. It's not like this, but it's like this. Okay? Always check the leftmost. Check the leftmost. Okay. That was our take on the depth first search, which of course, as its name suggests, go deep in one track until it meets a dead end. And then it's going to backtrack, check another one, backtrack, check another one, until every deepest path is blocked off or you reach the goal. The other way to search for things is called breadth first search. Breadth in this means wide, the width of something. It's called BFS. So BFS is the same as DFS. It does not use heuristic at all. So the algorithm doesn't know where the goal is. It just tries to find the goal with available information. It can find some solutions in the given problem. Nodes are visited level by level from the top to the bottom. So if it's like this, if you use DFS for now, try using DFS on this. First, you will start on A, right? A. Where will you go next if you use DFS? Oops, sorry. If you use DFS, which will you traverse to first?
B.
B, and then?
D.
And then?
E.
A, B, D, E, and then?
C. F. G.
C, F,
F. G.
G. Yep, that's great. That's if you use DFS. But for BFS, it always tracks everything level by level. So it goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this. It goes like this. So first, you start from A, right? Then you get B and C, right? You check for B. Okay, check for B. From B, you get D and E, but put it on the right side. So it's like this, CDE. Then check the C one. Oh, you get F and G. Good. Put it on the right. Then you check D. Then put anything you find in here. Like that. That's the main difference between BFS and DFS. They are pretty similar, but very different in nature. If you use BFS in the tree puzzle from beforehand, for example, in here, we cannot go down or right? So we either go top and then we go left. It tries on the same level first. And then for each one, it will try the available movement. There are either down or left here, right? But if you go down, it will create something you already created. So no, it's not. So it's left. Then the difference from DFS is rather than going to the next ones first, you are going to the parallel ones. Okay, so from here, you can go either to the top or to the right, right? If you go to the right, it will produce the same one as the start, so no. So you go to the up. And then afterwards, you start going to the left again. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's not. And then going back to the right side. Oh, it's not. Oh, yes, it's true. And etc. until it finds the goal. Oh, it finds the goal. Okay, stop. Just like that. Any questions for BFS on the tree puzzle? Again, for DFS or depth first search, when you try to seek the goal, it will move unstoppably in one route, like this. Boom. And so on. In BFS, it will check layer by layer. First check the first layer, check the second layer, check the third layer, check the fourth layer, and so on. Okay, if there's no questions, I'm going to move forward to the next slide. You can also finish missionaries and cannibals using BFS, of course. Yeah, this is the one where people asked last week, can we test one by one, sir? Yeah, if you test it one by one, you'll get BFS. Like this. Oh, it's game over. It's game over. It's like this. Okay. Okay, there are 3 possible moves. Now we try to check. If we move 1, 2, no, it's looping. If we move C and C2, it already occurs elsewhere, right? It's the same. It's the same as this one. That's why it's slashed. It's also looping, so slashed. So the only available move are these 3. Then from this 3, we are going to try more options. Like say, oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay, try the 5 options again. First, try one by one. So it's like that. So if you use breadth first search again, you search in a level first. In a level. For DFS, you search to the end, and then you search the end, and then you search the end. Like this. Okay, let me go to the toilet for a bit, okay? All right. Thank you for the wait. Let's continue. And for now, yeah, okay. I forgot that the next slide is giving you 20 minutes to do the exercise. So yeah, complete the BFS state space graph for the cannibals and missionaries problem. For this, because the BFS should be one way forward, there should not be much trouble like BFS before, right? Any questions? Before you guys can start the exercise, maybe?
Excuse me, sir. I like to
Yes.
ask. I
Yes.
recall that in last week's assignment, you said that we have to use the sequence to find the goal, and that is
Yes.
2C, CNC, and etc. In a way,
Yes.
if you use this, were our answer for for this number in last week's assignment wrong and correct for this
Mhm.
week?
Sorry, can you repeat the last one?
In a way, if you use the sequence, where our answer for last week's assignment is wrong and correct for this week's assignment.
How can it happen?
Because we use the sequence, right? So
Yes.
whenever we find a result, we decide
Yes.
if it's wrong or right.
Yes.
And I think it's quite similar to this one.
Yeah, it's quite similar, but of course it's not really similar if you don't traverse to other paths, right? Like say from here on, if you try to delve here 1 2 3 4 5, you will try 1 1 1, right? If in case you get two possible moves, then you in DFS you will try this path first, right? And so on. But in BFS, no, you will try here first, then go here, then go here, then go here, then go here, etc. Like that. That's the main difference between BFS and DFS. So yeah, of course, if you say maybe there'll be the same, no, sometimes it might be different. Where? Because this occurs, it should be like this. Oh well.
Yeah, I want to
Occurs-
ask about that.
Yeah, occurs elsewhere. Yes.
That's not technically occurs elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's not
Pardon?
technically occurs elsewhere, sir. Because the one you
Yeah.
pointed as
Yeah.
occurring elsewhere is
It has 0 and it is 1, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah, I
because
admit
like
that.
the
Uh,
leftmost one is the same, so it occurs elsewhere, or
okay. I'm going to take a dip and say that it's wrong. Yeah, because it doesn't occur as well. Because it's not the exact
I mean-
same, right?
the leftmost one is the exact same one? Is it because of that, or it must be the top one? You must search from the top one.
Oh,
The
You mean
step
like that? Okay,
before.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Because there is the same one on the same step.
you mean this one, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the exact same one, but
Yeah.
in the same step. Is it the same one, or you have to
Okay.
take the one before?
Usually, if you go like this, you go from left to right, like I said before, like this, horizontally. So first you go here, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Afterwards, you check. Oh, this has no child, right? No child. Okay, it got 3 childs, so you number it 4, 5, and 6. And here it got 1 child, so 7. It got 2 child, so 8 and sorry. My math fails me. Sorry. Wait. Let me erase some things. Okay. It should be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because it's usually done in this horizontal way. So in case you use this sequence, M to M, MC, C to C, of course you will meet this one first, right? But in other cases where you start maybe with 2C, C, MC, M, 2M, like this, maybe you will encounter this first. And if after you encounter this one, you encounter another one with the same, you can slash it with occurs elsewhere. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because you
Yes,
check
sir.
this one first, you got 6 first, right? When you find another one, oh, I find an identical one to 6. Because it's found later, it's crossed out. So you only keep the one you found first. Clear enough?
Yes.
Okay.
So, sir, let me be clear. In last week's assignment, we stopped the sequence when we found the next step. And in this assignment, we continue the sequence until the end of the sequence. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so in today's assignment, do we have to follow the last week's sequence or can we use another sequence?
You can use another sequence.
Okay,
Just
thank
make
you,
sure
sir.
that, yes, just make sure to follow the same sequence every time, right? Like this, and then like this, and so on. Okay? Other questions?
We don't have to write it completely, right? So if it's like we know it's wrong, then we can just write the step
Yes.
and then straight
If you
out.
like this,
Yeah,
if you know
straight
it's
out cross it,
looping,
yeah.
you can just cross it strip, and then cross it strip, and then cross it strip, and
No,
so
I
on.
mean, yeah, we don't have to write 0M, 0C or something every single time, right? Because that's the most time consuming one.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadly, you have to write it because if not, how can I understand which part did you guys go to? What sequence are you using? What are your current positions and so on? So yeah, it might be time consuming, but that's why the exercise is quite long. I'm going to extend it for a bit. We are going to finish in 11. Yes?
So which one we should write and not write again? So we don't have to write all of the 0M, 1C, but we have to write all the sequence and the processing, right? Just making sure.
No. You should write this everything. So if in case, yes, if you get, if you say like this, maybe it's just one maybe, but like say 1M, 1C, 2M, 2C, 0, maybe like that. Okay?
Yeah, but that's for every single sequence.
Yes, if you do find something that is not able to find, oh, like this. Sorry. Okay, I'll clarify.
Yeah. I
In
mean,
this example, you can see that there's only 3, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not possible to go to M or to C. Yeah, you can exclude those ones. No need to write that.
But for MC and C, we have to write it completely also. I mean,
yes.
What I'm thinking is like this.
Like you only write this one and you don't write this one, right? Like that. Nah, you still gotta write this one. Sadly, you gotta write those.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Sorry, but yeah, you gotta write those because who knows that if MC it won't be used or it's wrong and so on. How can we know that if we can't see the results, right? Like that. Thank you. Other questions?
Sorry, sir. I want to ask. To be here, so we need to write false example like MC and C, but we don't need to write the 2C, 2M, right?
You don't need to write it. Why? Because it's not possible. Like say, in this case, why is it C, and then C. Only those. Because you cannot move anything else, right? There's only 0M and 1C in the left side. So you cannot make 2C, 2M, M, or MC. It's just not possible because there's not enough person in the West Bank. That's why you only need C. Yes.
Okay.
But if it's still possible, like here, it's still possible to do C and 2C, right? But it ends up in wrong answers. It's fine. Just write it like that. Okay?
Okay. So possible because there's no
Yes.
people before the step.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's not possible at all, then you can not write it. You don't have to write it. But if it's possible, like here, it's 2C, right? So it's possible for a C and 2C. You got to write it.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Again, times. Okay, I'm going to extend it a bit again. 11.5. Okay. Afterwards, I'm going to continue to the next step. Thank you. I'm going to the toilet for a bit. So if there's any questions, feel free to chat and type it in the chat. Okay. Thank you. Wait for a bit. All right. All right, so we're going to continue the class. First, if you use BFS in this graph, it's the same graph as before, right? If you use it here, then instead of going from instead of putting the, as I've said before, instead of putting the new one in the left side, you are going to put new nodes in the right side, like this. This way, every time you check for the leftmost one, leftmost should be the oldest node in their stack. Like here, A, B, then C, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, G, L, M, N, O, N, and so on. That's why we should put the new ones in the right for BFS. For DFS, of course, you should put it in the left side. Okay, there's suddenly another exercise. The goal is N, right? What will the open and close list in the BFS algorithm become? So you get a trace here from A, start from here, with the goal being N. Any questions for this? You may use the same paper or maybe another paper as usual. So just make sure you do it in 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, the timer starts 15 minutes, so it should be until 11:25. Okay. Good luck. Any trouble with the exercise?
No, just trouble with the internet.
Trouble with the internet, yeah. Aren't we all? Yeah, that's a pain living in Indonesia, right? Yeah, even I'm using a corporate internet, literal corporate internet, and yeah, I still have trouble from time to time. So yeah. Okay. Next, can you see my slides? You guys can see my slides, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We're going to go to the next one. So, our final part of this meeting is which one is preferable, DFS or BFS? DFS is, of course, the depth first search we learned last week, and the BFS is, of course, breadth first search, which we learned today. Which one is more preferable? Should we usually use DFS or maybe use BFS because it's better, so and so on? The answer is case by case. Both of these methods works fine, but of course, as people does, they are better at some things that others don't. DFS is preferred if the tree is deep. Also, the branching factor is not excessive, and solutions occur relatively deep in the tree. Like say, if you got a tree like this, if there's only like 3 branches, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, things like here, and this is the goal. If you use the BFS, you will find a hard time getting to this goal, right? Because you'll check for here, and then 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 until you find it. But if you use DFS, you will go like here, like here, like here, back again, 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 again. Find your goal like that. That's why DFS is preferred if the tree is deep. The tree is really deep right here, like this. Also, the branching factor is not excessive, like say 2 branches, 3 branches, thing like that. And if the solutions occur relatively deep in the tree, like here, it's very deep. But BFS is better if no patch is excessively deep. Like say, let me redraw that. Imagine if the tree is like this. Yeah, even I have a hard time drawing it. But yeah, imagine if it's like this. It's not really deep, right? It's three levels long, four levels long, 5. The branching factor is not excessive. Yeah, the more branches it is, yeah, it will create. Wait, what? Why is it here? No. It should be like this. Why is it not there? Yeah. If the branching factor is excessive, you can of course do it like here, like this. The first level. Oh wait, someone got in. Okay. Do the first level, do the second level, do the third level, do the 4th level, do the 5th level, and so on, like that. This way, it works much better than if you use DFS, because in DFS you will go from here to here, go back to here, go back to here, go back. If the solution is here, say, you will of course find it sooner than DFS. You will stop here. Boop, stop. And of course, again, both are good. Both are great methods, but they have their private way to be used. So no one is infinitely better than the others. By completeness, DFS may not complete if the tree is deep. Like say, it may not complete if you have a specific time limit, time or step limit. Because DFS keeps on going on one path, keeps on going in one path, and so on. It might go even deeper. But if the solution is on the other side of the of the tree, you will take a very long time in reaching this. That's why DFS may not complete, because there's usually a time and step limit. Like say, if the program already did 10,000 steps, finish it like that. And by completeness, it means that will the algorithm guarantee a solution? Yeah, DFS may not give a solution. While in BFS, it will be complete as long as the branching factor is finite, because it will travel to every branch. BFS is more optimal in most cases, while DFS is not optimal, because you will go dive into one long tree. Yes, the time complexity for BFS is like that. It's just a bit different. B is the branches, number of branches. D is the shallowest goal. For BFS, you need +1 from the shallowest goal. And for DFS, you only multiply it. You only factor it, power it. Sorry, I mean power it. Power the branches with the shallowest goal, depth, the depth of shallowest goal. For space complexity, the DFS is reliant on the maximum depth, because you will need to store everything in the memory. While in BFS, you can always stop in the shallowest goal. Okay. Any questions? No? Well, if there's no questions, as always, you guys have around 1.5 hours until 1 p.m. to complete your exercises. I will open the submission, please. Wait. Well, as again, remember that the deadline is until 1 p.m. or in Indonesian time, it will be on 13 WIB, Western Indonesian time. Okay? So it's open. Make sure you do it. Okay? Any questions before I close the class? Oh yeah, also for week 4, I honestly haven't gotten any confirmation yet, but it will most likely turn into another online class with the way Omicron is going. So yeah, prepare yourself for another online weekly class, I think. But yeah, it may depend on other factors too, so stay tuned. And if there are any other infos, I will of course inform you in the chat. in the Hangout group chat. Thank you very much. Yes, Redinata?
Mr. For the submission, can I make it into PDF?
As long as I can open it, of course. Okay?
Okay. Okay, Mr.
Yes. Any other question?
Sir,
Yes.
question. Will the name be the same like the last week?
Yes. The name template will be used every time. So yeah, please do get used to it. Okay?
Yes, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. Then have a nice day, guys.
Thank you, sir.